what's up, guys? This is Jimmy James. It is January 15th, 2022. It's Saturday morning. I haven't put out anything. Just to give you a heads up, I'm not going to get into too much, but been dealing with a hell of a toothache problem. So I just wanted to tell you guys, hey, I didn't forget. I was thinking I'm telling everybody out there to be consistent, but, I wanted to put something out there, but I honestly had to put down social media because I couldn't concentrate on it. Like, it was take ibuprofen, take any painkiller I can, and just sit back and not worry about anything. So, after this weekend, I have a dentist appointment, or I'm making a dentist appointment to, this new place. I have two places, but I'm gonna see which is cheaper. So this is all I got out through the last 2 weeks. By the way, if you're hearing this, I probably mentioned it throughout the week on this. This is like a week worth of me just rambling on. And, I'm supposed to be on the Dynamic Duo tomorrow. I'm in touch with them. I just don't know the time. So as soon as we figure that out. Anyway, I'll be on their show. Don't know what the topic is yet. I suggested maybe we could talk about, growing up today versus in our day. But, it's their show. So I'm going to let them roll with it. And, I watched all their shows. I'm pretty much caught up on everybody's stuff, and just wanted to tell you is I didn't forget about anybody, just haven't been 100%, and some of this is just blooper stuff that I was saying, and I was just like, didn't come out right, so I was like, I'll just cut it up. Matter of fact, if anybody who podcasts, I've never edited, so this much, so when in one take, I edited it so much, it said, do you want to save as one segment or 58? And I was like, wow. The highest I've ever seen was like maybe 12, 14, but 58? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyway, like always, take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of this. I honestly just wanted to get something out there. It's Saturday, I'm being goofy. And, if all goes as expected, I should be talking to you guys through the Dynamic Duo, okay? And I'll be dropping their link in the description, so check them out. Alright guys, peace out for now and enjoy what's up next on Mixing It Up, Take 2. It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. Hey guys, this is Jimmy James saying, listen, I am dealing with a lot of tooth pain right now. It's not the funnest or best, but I don't think I would want to do a show intoxicated in any way, so, I did smoke weed on my first couple episodes, but I've stopped since then. This is all I can get out. Sorry guys, I'll do better. As soon as I get this fixed. So like always, I hope you guys enjoy. There's a lot of bloopers, me just rambling on, stuff like that. So for now, take care of each other and one another. This is Jimmy James saying much love.
Toothbrush and tooth pain. This is my next installment of Mixing It Up Take 2. This is what I do. Sorry. Toothbrush. Fucked up. I took this poem to even it up. I'm sorry. I've been in pain. It's been insane since we got to work together. But when I get back to what I do, then I will work harder on what I do. So for now, just sit back and enjoy a podcasting poem from a in pain, hard to tolerate, podcasting real boy. Yes, I'm in pain. Daily podcasts task and a special bottle of whiskey and a pain killer at dinner. Well, to be honestly honest, this is why the past shows have not been a blast. Canada girls, thank you for commenting on this planet of podcasting. 10 through 11. Now I have to go. Be careful about what I've been saying. Be back soon. Until then. Look out for me on other podcasting tunes. This is me on Painkillers, so let me end this with a better end. Take care of yourselves and one another. Much love, Jimmy James. Sorry guys, I've been dealing with a lot. This is all I got. Well, enjoy whatever this is. Remember, I always in your corner. No matter the pain in my life. You guys are what's important. You are my podcast life. Peace out, and like always, love one another and give me a shout out. OR favorite on Anchor FM, OR wherever you go to get your podcasting flow. Thank you for listening to my show. Watch what I do on the next podcast show. A to Z means everything to me. So for now, I must get off this thing cocked life until I feel better than just all right. Well, this is for all my recent viewers, followers, raters. It just wants to apologize in advance if you don't hear from me. It's probably because I'm doing the pain dance, rain pants. Either way, I'll be on soon. So what about the Lily? Let me play the rest of this. Mixing it up, take 2. That's the whole part of this thing I do. So this is the real goodbye. But don't worry, don't cry. I'll be back soon to give you more content. And don't forget, condoms are a must, kids. The birds and the bees. Maybe that will be on my next show. But for now, the ratings show that people want to hear about mental health and the universe. So let me go ahead and drop this show into the multiverse, because I want to mix it up. Like mental health, like money for a doctor's wealth, the richest drug dealers in the world, and I'll get into the universe and how they might interact. Right now I'm feeling the painkiller. Hit me now. Maybe I should stop writing because things are spiraling. How to control. Anyway, what was I saying? Mental health versus the universe. What would you like to see her on my next outburst? Yes, I did say doctors and mental health. Doctors only care about their mental wealth. Well, most doctors anyway. Who am I to say? I don't know shit about any of this. But I can tell you my whole life has been some sort of God's sick twist on life, so I took the time to write this. Anyway, I am way past due to let off on each and every one of you, except for my followers and listeners. You will always have me as a fan. I hope you understand. I am literally insane, and it is hard for me to say things, maintain same things. I got to go before the wall starts talking back. Anyway, you don't have to tell me this flow is whacked.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I got into this no strings theory. Right. Well, that's what I named it. All right. It's where I pretty much talk about walk around this world saying to myself, I have it all figured out. Right? Have you ever done that to any extent? Not obviously deep down in your core, you don't have everything figured out, but you think to yourself, I have enough experience now where I know X, Y, and Z about this such and such information, whatever the case may be. But what I'm trying to get to is, I really wanted to explain that a little better, because I did them 2 shows, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't really think I got the message off just right. What I was trying to say, if you didn't, want to hear the long version, I'm looking in the wrong fucking refrigerator there, is that there's so much more that we don't understand and we don't have figured out, and we really gotta ask each other, questions about such and such. Guys, you're not gonna find everything on YouTube. You're not going to be able to Google things. You know what I mean? Like, I talked to my father about this. I want to hear stuff that you can't Google. I want that real experience. It's everything social. I try to tell him, it's hard for him to sit there and listen to a podcast because you got a TV. And I was like, listen, some people can't listen to a podcast. Okay, they gotta watch something. That's the ADHD in everybody, the ADD. Everybody got a splash of it. But, so a long fucking story short within at least 5 minutes is that you don't have everything figured out. We need to fix a lot of things on this fucking planet. I mean, how much more do you want before you gotta make the change yourself? Even if it's something small like helping somebody out you might not help. You're walking down the street, you might need to see somebody who's been on the street before, and you never went up and ever gave them like a couple bucks, regardless of what they did. It's the, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of what they spent their money on. You know, that's their money after you give it to them. But I mean, that's their life, their choice, and that's it. There's not much you could do. You know, but that one little thing, I'm talking about that person's life, but that one little kindness and gesture might let that person go ahead and do something better. Now, this doesn't sound like a lot of wisdom, right? Like, oh, this ain't such a big revelation. You know, what's up there, Jimmy James? You got something better? Well, honestly, yeah, I do. The thing is, I don't know how I want to put it out there, and when I did those 2 shows, I honestly thought to myself, you know, I could have did a way better job. I was rambling on, and, oh shit, and I did it without really paying attention to what the fuck I should have wrote it down, I should have really did that, and I kind of explained that a little bit, but anyway, I don't want to run too long here, so like I said, I'll try to get more to the point on this. I really want to get back on the debt theory and, cause I had so much more I wanted to talk about, so I might mix everything up in a fucking pot, throw it all in one shot, see what sticks, like monkeys throwing their shit. Alright, well, I'm about to have a bowl of cereal, do my laundry, have a heart attack, and then probably fall into some kind of coma. If you don't hear from me in the next couple days, send flowers to any hospital. Tell them it's for the fucking crazy guy. And I'm sure they'll know exactly who to send them to. If not, you know, thanks for at least thinking about the flowers. You put the thought and time into listening to this. At least you could do is put the thought and time into pretending you were going to send flowers to my fake death or coma / insanity. Sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, a nut. Sometimes I don't. Like always, take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James saying peace out for now. I want to give a shout out to Strong Body, Strong Soul. Maria Humphreys dropped a new episode, Balancing Technology. I have 19 minutes left. And also Dysfunctional Duo dropped What Women Really Want, which I listened to and I watched on their YouTube channel. I don't have my headset in, obviously. I dropped my own, obviously. Whose line is it? Wasn't great. And then I was talking about, I'm going to get into it in a minute, so. Alright, stay right there. Hello? Fuck. Hey guys, what's up? Alright, I'm only doing this as a short little, bonus or whatever. The reason why I haven't gotten much material out there, and the 2 episodes I did with no strings, like, I felt so, like, lost in that, you know, podcast. But the thing you guys didn't know is I was sitting there with a toothache so bad, and I took ibuprofen, Tylenol. I mean, I think I banged on my father's, like my father, he stays with me, so I banged on his door, and I'm like, do you have any medicine, anything to help with this pain? Like, it's that pain where it hits your nerve. Right now, I could feel it, but not nowhere near as bad as it's been. So this is me saying I am sorry. And I've done maybe one or two of these in the past, like sorry for this trailer, sorry for this whatever. So I guess this would be my third one. So I'm just going to say sorry for this trailer 3, and I hopefully everything will be good. Okay, so with all that out of the way, I have to say I heard everybody's podcast, okay? Everybody who put out a podcast in the last week that I've talked to, and I'm going to go down the names so you guys don't feel left out. But before I even do that, I have a schedule with, I don't know the time yet, and I don't know how we're doing this, Dysfunctional Duo. That's with Eric and Diane. I said the first time I sent him a message, I said Chris and Diane, but I was talking to so many people that day. So anyway, I'm trying to rush all this out because I really don't want to be talking right now. So Dynamic Duo, I just heard their podcast. I put something on Facebook. Let's Talk with Leisha. Also, the Soup Can. Success stories about what works. I did not hear that episode yet. But they did they did mention something. Or no, I'm sorry, not success story. Yeah, success story about what works. I haven't heard their podcast yet, but they put something out. Live, and I'm sorry, my tooth is killing me. Live and Win with Doris. She put something out. This Is Not For You. And Strong Body, Strong Soul. And I'm trying to go through the list real quick. I think that's it as of right now that I can keep up with. I'm on my laptop, or my, oh man, this pain's killing me. I'm on my tablet and I'm looking on my phone. So the episode I was talking about before I get into Dynamic Duo and that upcoming podcast.
Hey, stick around for this Anchor ad sponsorship by the Jimmy James Show. A to Z, here we go.
This is the blooper reel, the blooper reel, the blooper reel. This is the blooper reel. Here we go.
It was This Is Not For You. They dropped a new episode, episode 3, Christmas Time Is Here, Not For Children. In their second episode, they mentioned right at the end, somebody suggested doing a movie about how the hype was behind. God, I can't remember. It was me who suggested it. It was Jimmy James, because I thought they would say, "Oh, Jimmy James, shout," like a shout out, or just it's fine. I wasn't looking for anything like that, but I honestly want them to do a review of the movie. God damn, with the hat, the Mad Hatter, with what the hell's his name? With Johnny Depp. And I believe it was Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. I kept thinking Mad Hatter or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm in pain. So, yeah, I mentioned that. And they did mention it, but they said they were going to do that on another podcast. So I got to hear theirs. I'm trying to hear everybody's, and I had to I'm sorry about that. I had nothing but time. So it was like, this is great. I really can't talk, so I can catch up. I think you should take a day to really listen to at least 5 or 10 people's other podcasts. Also, I emailed one person so far. I wanted to ask you guys specifically the podcast I just named. And I'm talking about Strong Body. I'm not going to get them all. Everyone I just named. Strong Body, Strong Soul. All those guys, I have the list right here. Let's Talk, Dynamic Duo, we already got something. If you guys would like to do something, let's say I'll do a podcast show with you. I could do yours first, and then you do one with me. Or if you don't want to do that, and you're more of a solo, or you don't want to do that, that's not your style, I was thinking, hey, let's build each other up. You know what I mean? But not for the sake of, oh, I want to get better or have more followers. And it's not all about the numbers. It's more about let's get our message out there. Okay? By the way, Dynamic Duo. This is what I'm getting to. Dynamic Duo. Eric, I was talking to Eric here. We were chatting through the message on Anchor. I only got about a minute or two left, but I just can't keep going. We were talking, and he mentioned Saturday, and I said Saturday would be great. You know, it's usually my goof around day, or I put something goofy. I don't know. I'm always goofy, but you know, I don't know if he'll hear this or he won't. I was wondering, did he want me to get on video or set up something like that? I mean, I have a new laptop and all that. I don't mind that part, but, you know, I was like, I've never done it with 3 people. That came out so fucking wrong. I've never done a podcast. Ad flag. It's like I don't really edit much, but then there's like certain things that I say, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I said it. Fuck it, it's out there. It's in the stratosphere. But getting back, so Dynamic Duo, talking about them. I talked to Eric. We were talking about doing a show on Saturday. I'm honored. It's be the only second show I've ever done on somebody else's podcast. Or 3, 2 or 3, I can't remember. No, it was 3. Yeah, 3. So this would be the 3rd one, or 4th. I don't know. I've been doing this almost 2 years, you know. So, but what they done, Eric and Diane, they did a podcast, but then they also did YouTube. So they record it live. You know, or I'm sorry, they recorded their podcast session, and then I guess they drop their podcast. I don't know if it's the same day, but I know they publish it first, and then they guess they do the video later. You guys should go check them out, and you know, I'll drop the link in this little trailer that I'm putting out. So if I missed anybody out there, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go around emailing everybody that idea, so I figured that way I would just throw it out there. But I did email a certain person, and I'm waiting for that person to get back to me. And it's an idea, and I'll bring it up on I'm going to ask Eric and Diane about it on the show. I hope he sends me the topic. I mean, I was thinking, like, it's cool to keep me in the dark. You know, you don't want to talk too much. I was going to say you don't want to talk too much because, like, the cold call, I thought that would be a good idea years ago. And the reason why I'm telling you a little bit about this is because I had that experience where I talked to somebody for an hour to 2 hours on the phone. He was supposed to come on my show. I think it's on like one of my earlier episodes where somebody was supposed to come in, and we already talked so much, like it just never happened. And that sucked. But anyway, real quick, as I'm doing this, I put 2 polls out on Anchor. And I get so much feedback on these polls. I actually got a badge in Anchor this month. I got the conversation starter badge. So 31 people or something got this badge, or 30 other people, 29, I don't know. So out of all these people in Anchor, and there's a lot, I mean, there's over 9,000 members in this group, and I got the conversation starter. So that was pretty cool, but that's not what it's about. It's about the polls I put out. So my recent poll was, I got to get there. I'm here, but there's so much that I'm seeing, and there's so much that people say that are just so nice and trying to get back to. Good show. Here's the newest episode. Oh, okay, cool. See, I get love, and here's a show. Phil and I can't really see it. Phil and Leroy Judgmentals. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say live. Okay, I will check out ASAP. Thank you for the love. And this is what it's like all the time. And I will check out the show now that I have it posted. Boom. Let me get to the what do you call real quick. I'm gonna get to the poll. 1 second. Okay, before I get to the polls, I want to give also a shout out to Akish Noroa. His show, I can't say it. He is in different languages and stuff, I don't know how to speak pretty much anything, not even English. So I wanted to give him a shout out. I'll try to get everybody in there on a real show once I can. So this is like attention podcasters. Okay, so I asked in the group about starting a show. What do you want to hear? And usually the last poll I did in the group, I got a lot more hits. It was about the movie Don't Look Up. If you haven't seen Don't Look Up, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I said, are you the person, are you a look up, a don't look up person? And then like haven't seen the movie, and then like the other thing was, what is a movie? Just for being funny. But this one was, what would you want to hear talked about on a podcast? So far, there's only been like 6 or 8 votes, but it's ADHD, ADD, mental health that's tied with the universe. Also tied, making a podcast, in my opinion. And something I hate to talk about. That's one. The other three is movie, world stuff, my life and beyond. You choose by posting below. And that's nobody posted below except Strong Body Straw Salt. So, depending on when my tooth gets better, and I'm about to end this, but I know I have stuff to add, which I will, about the upcoming podcast on Saturday. I don't know if my next show is going to be ADHD, ADD, mental illness, or the universe. The poll will end. I wish you have an end date, but you can't. You can on Anchor, but this is in the group. So it's tied right now. I voted for my own. It was kind of an accident. I hit the universe one, but it's whatever. I could talk about that all the time. So if you guys don't know, I'm going to put the link below to go to the poll. It's on Anchor. It's on Anchor.fm users group. There's like 3 different, the community. I'll put the link in. By the way, it would be Saturday. I don't know the time or topic or what we're talking about with the dysfunctional duo. I will drop their link to their YouTube channel below. Sorry that I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to literally read in real time people's reactions and stuff like that. All right, I'll do my best, but the one last thing I forgot to say is, if I haven't mentioned you and you're a podcaster out there and you want to get heard, okay, and you want me to talk about you, give you a shout out or something like I was talking about earlier, all you have to do is download the Anchor app if you don't already have it. You favorite me, send me a message, okay? Voice message. You get a minute. You can send 1 or 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. I figured a minute or 2 is enough to get what you have to say out. And I will 1000% put you on my show to shout you out. And like anybody else, I don't think I would have to ask you to do the same for me. But there has been people who have done that. Not too many, maybe 2 or 3. That's fine. It's understandable. Maybe they forgot. That's fine. Or maybe they just don't do podcasting anymore. I don't really hear from them. I'm trying to stick with a group of 10 podcasters I know. Right now I got about a solid 6. And I'm trying to build them up, build me up. But really it's about getting the word out there. I am so sorry that I've been talking like this. I'm in pain right now. It's starting to come back, and I just wanted to get this out. I have talked longer than I thought. I've been doing little bits and putting them in here and there, but and I'm doing this all on Anchor on my tablet. I'm not boosting myself up in any way. All right, guys. If you don't hear from me in the next couple of days, I was kidnapped, and the ransom's probably around 50 to 60 cents. So make sure you just throw it on the ground and I'll peer. No, I'm just kidding. Let me do this right. All right, guys. Well, if you haven't heard from me in the next couple of days, it's probably because I'm getting my tooth pulled out, and I don't know. I woke up at the dentist's office. My pants were unzippered, and things just went terribly wrong. There was a lot of lipstick, but no women. All right. I could do this all day. So, all right, guys. This is it. This is the real one. I still haven't WD-40 my chair. Like, I don't know if it's a WD-40. Oh, fuck. I don't know if it's a WD-40 problem at this point. Oh my god! Every time I breathe in cold air, my tooth, it's like somebody just you know what it was? It was downstairs, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god! I felt like I just got punched in the face by a gorilla. Like, I don't know why that came to my mind, but yeah. So I'm in pain, but I can tolerate it. I hate headaches. I hate tooth pains. Are like two things I can't stand is fucking migraines and tooth pains. You can break my arm, I'll laugh at you, but oh my god, fucking tooth pain hits that nerve. Oh, you guys know what I mean. The ones where you're like driving to that dentist's office and you're going, get the fuck out! I should have never yelled at him. Why didn't I take care of this sooner? I literally did that. That was my skit because I did that in real life. I literally was driving going, I didn't get the fucking... I ran in the dentist office we're like, can you write your name? I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. My tooth, I waited too long. I fucked up. I was so fucked up. I'll never forget that story. But yeah. So not to get way off topic. He's doing it again, folks. He's getting way off topic. You have a toothache, sir? Yes, I'll fix that right there. I just want him to yank it out. I looked at the pair of pliers. That's how bad it was. I looked at the pliers and was like, I could probably yank that right the fuck out. Problem solved. Put a paper towel in there. I don't know. That's it. Like, fucking man up. Alright, guys. This is Jimmy James. Also wanted to put one more thing in there. The Dynamic Duo. Check out their YouTube. They had pickup lines. They were some of them. Most of them I've heard, but some of them were good. There was two that were really right top of my head, but the one was something about writing down or fine print. Whole know what the fuck I mean. I'll put this on the blooper reel. This is what I sound like normally. Takes me 7 hours to make a 30-minute podcast. And by the way, I would never embarrass anybody, especially on their own show. If you're on my show, I would maybe embarrass you a little bit, but yeah, you have nothing to fear. Plus, if I'm going on a couples show like the Dynamic Duo or something like that. By the way, their YouTube's pretty cool, the beginning and end. But anyway, besides the point. And you guys switched chairs, which bothered me. It felt like, Eric, you needed to be on the right. I have OCD and all this shit or whatever. I have the alphabet disease, which I got into already. I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna write that down and put it in, on APL or ALP, Audio Lab Pro. I hope you guys listen to shit I upload to YouTube. All right, the pain is fucking exhausting. All right, so yeah. By the way, you guys were talking about fuck, I totally forgot. Where was I? I don't know if I'm doing the show with them on live or they're just gonna put my audio in. But either way, I would never embarrass anybody, out there, especially a woman, and his wife. And this is not a pickup line, by the way. Eric, this is when you said, this is the shit that is funny to me. Oh God, what's that thing when you got a CPR? Yeah, you're like, it expires in 2 years. Like, you're gonna forget how to fucking do that. And like, I didn't even think, like, oh my God, there's a license for this. Like, I understand you got to go and take the test. Like, all right, cool. You hit the chest, and hopefully these people wake up or whatever. I mean, I don't have the thingy. I know what it is. The license, not license. It's like a piece of paper. It's so, when you get the certificate and you gotta, bring these people back into fucking reality, they were probably drifting off like, oh my God, this is the greatest feeling in life. And then they wake up and see you and they're like, oh, what the fuck, dude? No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, the funny thing was that you said it expires in 2 years, and I just was fucking laughing. Yeah, because it was part of the pickup line, but I'm like, wait, it expires? Like, what are like? It's just like driving license. Like, I understand if it's been 10 years or you're older. Like, if you're over 70, you shouldn't. You should be retested every like 1 fucking week or 1 year. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I don't know. Maybe that was the blooper reel. I probably put it all together because I'm pissed that I sat here drinking warm coffee. By the way, guys, really, honestly, take care. I appreciate everything. And I hope this was recording the whole time. I know it's recording, but I hope I didn't have my mic on mute. Imagine that 23 minutes in or whatever, 25 minutes in. All right, that was a great podcast. Shit, it was muted the whole time. Nothing you could do about it. I've done that once. 18 minutes of my life gone. I'll never get them back. All right, guys. This is Jimmy James saying, take care of yourselves and one another. And I cannot wait to feel better so I can get better stuff out there. And sorry I've been taking so long. It seems like a lot of people after the holidays are just dragging ass, man. But, all right. I'll talk to you guys soon. And I'll put the links in below. So, yeah. Like always, again, take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James saying peace the fuck out. All right. Fuck. I went to go heat up my coffee and I'm like, I'm not out of shape. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I was thinking. I literally, hear that? On a piece of paper, I wrote, which I respect a lot of people who write shit down on paper. I don't know why, but you feel like it's authentic. The funny thing is, it's just as a side note, I was listening to Alan Watts, who I was actually just talking about it with my father. He never knew who Alan Watts was. I said he was like, now that my dad knows what podcasting is, I was like, he was like a podcaster before kind of like when the tape recorder first came out, before podcasting really started. If you don't know who Alan Watts is, go check him out on YouTube. You really won't see a lot of video. It's just him talking. You have to really have an open mind going in. He talks about, everything. How he thinks having a job is stupid and shit. Well, he doesn't say it like that. He likes to be his own boss. And, I was always like that growing up, too. So, anyway, side note on that. And getting back to my list here. All right, so I did some stuff, and I figured instead of going crazy with all my episodes and just having these titles, I'm going to stick with a somewhat regiment of titles. This will make it easier for me, and it might help you, so that's why I'm sharing this in this little bonus trailer, whatever the hell this is going to be. Blooper reel, I don't know. ALP. I always write that down. That's Audio Lab Pro. download the app, right? This is your challenge. I'm giving you a challenge. Download Audio Lab Pro if you can. Google Store. I'm sure it's on other stores, but whatever. Whatever you can write down, text, and then have the robot in any voice. Like I did the Johnny English one and the American one. You've heard them. So I'm challenging any podcaster out there who's listening to this part real quick to go down and write or text. You could text up to 4,000 characters. So that's about a little over 4 minutes. If you put music behind it, it's about 4 minutes. So up to 4 minutes worth of talking. Now you can make it faster by putting the pitch or the speed up to 1.11 all the way up to 2. I keep mine's around 0.7, 0.7. Comes out better. Mess around with it. You'll see. It's really easy. All right, so I'm going to be doing something, and I'll add that in this episode or the next. But also, I'm going to be doing Mixing It Up Take 2. I remember I did one of them a while ago. I kind of forget what it was about. I think it was like Whose Line Is It plus me and stupid shit. So I'm going to do Mixing It Up Take 2, which might be this episode. I'm not sure yet because I'm all over the fucking place. Also, I'm going to have like a joke, like my week. So my like a weekly and a monthly episode. So instead of me saying, well, I'm going to have a more serious topic on Monday, kind of goofing, like serious but not serious on Wednesday and goofing, like I didn't really have any structure there. So I'm going to have the Mixing It Up Take 2. I don't know what I'm going to name these exactly yet, but I want to do my week, my personal week, because I find things funny as fuck, okay? I also thought about something brand new that I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Well, I'm going to do it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, is watching a YouTube video, where you can hear the guy talking about things and how I react in real time to it. Because to me, it's funny. Like the way that these fucking people are just like, so then I like somebody who died, NDE, near death experience patient people, and I had to look this up for something else that I'll get onto later. This is also for the death theory thing, but on a more serious topic. It's a fucking lot I've been working on, but not really at the same time. So anyway, sorry I just coughed. Anyway, deal with it. It's life. And then I write plus get more like that weekly, monthly. So this is my week, part 1, or I don't know if I'm going to have part 1 or my week episode 1, EP1, EP2, and I'm going to do stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm going to have, and I'm going to try to get into what really grinds my gears, but in a funnier way. I did like scary news, but that wasn't, it was so stupid I couldn't even listen to it. It was me reading the YouTube things, like when you go down the YouTube hole and you just see like the sun, I'm not seeing anything in front of me, but the sun just did this, and it's like, fuck, I gotta click on it. It's a lot of clickbait. So yeah, that's gonna be upcoming. And so recap, the challenge is ALP, Audio Lab Pro. No, I do not make anything for you downloading this, and this is just for you. Even if you're not a podcaster, okay? You can go in. I challenge you to go in and do a funny song, rhyme. It doesn't have to rhyme, but something funny. Talk about something, any topic. It could be anything. Like, I don't give a shit what it is. And I want to hear it. Now, you're thinking, well, how am I going to have you hear it? If you're not a podcaster, you can message me, okay? Or you can email it to me at thejimmyjameshow@gmail. There's no A to Z in the email. Everything's right there on the description. So, I know it's a lot of work to scroll down and click buttons. So, for example, like, part of my week, I'll just give you one example. I got to write all these down, is like There's one guy I was talking about. It was a comedian, actually. I started laughing at him, but not because he was funny. And I'm not going to say who. You'll figure it out. I don't know who the fuck it. Jim Jeffrey. I don't know fuck his name is. He was talking about him losing weight and how the app on his phone was telling him his weight. And the joke was about his weight and how he was jokingly saying, well, the app said it was only 180. And then he looked up the odds. He said, well, 200. And like that was the joke. And I'm thinking, okay, the punchline, like that was the joke. I thought the joke was, you're really on a scale holding a phone and looking at your weight. Like that was never brought up. And I immediately turned him off. He's on Netflix special. Listen, some comedies for some people. Not saying he wasn't funny. I did laugh at some of his shit. But once I heard that and there was no punchline, I was like, dude, really? You are talking about your weight, which is fine. You got to make fun of yourself when you're up on the stage because, you know, that was never done before. Like, everybody done that. You got to make fun of yourself. Otherwise, get off the fucking stage. It's part of being a comedian. You know, everybody has weird quirks. But I want you to picture this. Get on the scale. You got to get an app. And you're looking up. We're getting that fucking lazy that we can't look down to see what the scale says. Now, I know this might be some kind of crazy fucking revolution of an idea. What you could do if you can't see the scale, you could ask somebody what the scale says. Or you can have a set scale. Basically, you stand on the scale, and when you stand on it and when you get off, the number will still be there. Unless you have an ancient scale like I do, which is the one that spins. And it goes, and it comes all the way back. So when you step on it and get off, it goes. I got to record the fucking sound because that was a terrible, terrible try. All right, guys, I'm done. Take care. Once again, go fuck yourselves. Listen to the rest of this, and I don't know what else to tell you. Take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James saying, peace the fuck out. You enjoyed every detail that I put into this show and the next or the one before. But that's not what this is for. This is taking a minute for me to tell you, please go follow me on Spotify. Hit the bell. You can even rate me. Go on Facebook and hate me. I don't care. Instagram. It's Unikiller X, the Jimmy James Show A to Z. Everything and anything. That's you and me. Take care. Peace out.